Welcome back to another episode of my Tulane Dynasty. It's been a minute. If you checked out my community tab anytime over the past couple of days, I am from the middle part of Georgia, and we have had a hurricane come through. Was without power for a couple of days, so was a little bit ahead for a minute as far as my recordings and stuff, but it's certainly fallen behind. But we're back. Hopefully getting back to a regular schedule. The job that I work also has got a little bit behind, obviously dealing with that, but we're back here. The number 4 Tulane Green Wave hosting the Charlotte 49ers. And again, it's been a minute for me since I've played, but the last time that saw you guys, we beat up on Navy 41-28. The game was definitely closer as Navy had a big second half, and Tulane just tried to run the clock out, so to speak, just tried to get out of Dodge. But a really, really dominant first half. We were up 38-7 at halftime. Really good overall performance. And it's a really big game for us, still, trying to clinch a spot in the conference championship. And we get a Charlotte 49ers team that's been really solid this year. They started off really bad, losing their first 3 games to App State, North Carolina, and Indiana. But then, we're really on a roll. Won 7 games in a row, beat Rice, Navy, Memphis, UAB, Florida Atlantic, USF, East Carolina, before finally losing to Georgia in their game before us. So this is our last regular season game. We'll take a look at their roster. And a lot of the guys are returning from the team that we beat last year. But we'll take a look at it, and it's led by a veteran quarterback. Max Brown is back for them. And, he's their starting quarterback. We'll go ahead and pull up his stats, of course, after we go over the roster. We'll bring up everybody. He's been really solid this year. 26 touchdowns against 16 picks last year. Obviously, the interceptions are high, but he's done a better job of taking care of the football this year while still pushing the ball down the field, still being accurate, increasing his yards per game. And he is a good athlete. Has provided 6 touchdowns over the past 2 years on the ground while averaging over 4 yards a carry, which is really nice in college, especially when you add on the fact that sacks take that away. But a really good athlete, a good ball player for them. Running back, they got Teron Kelman, Cartavius Norton, and Henry Rutledge back as their main 3. Wide receiver, they returned Jarius Mack, Dwayne Thomas, Isaiah Myers, and Evan Alston, while also adding in true freshman here, Matt Vaughn, as a future key part of their offense, I would guess. 6'5", 214, not very fast, but certainly gives you the big body type you can throw up and let go get it. Tight end, they have Gus McGee, Lakota Dupree, and Grant Lasky. So a solid trio at tight end. Offensive line is a strength. Jordan Herman at left tackle. Andrew Adair is not a great left guard, definitely a weak spot for them there. But Isaiah Bullardick is their top overall player. He's a redshirt junior, 90 overall, 92 with the boost, is really, really good. Mo Clipper is a very good right guard, and then you got a pretty good right tackle here in P.J. Wilkins. So it's an offensive line that could give us some problems. Moving over to the defense again, they still have Demon Clowney. He had a couple of really good plays against us, had a good game in year 1. Nick Potts, Bobby Steele, Carlos Jones here kind of as their top 3. Carlos Jones is a true freshman, not expecting him to play a whole lot. They are without Dre Martin and Colin Coates along the defensive line. Something I think they'll be missing. I think it gives us a chance to really be able to run the football against them. But Jefferson Lambert, Dalvin Frey are not bad at all. Lambert at 37 speed, that is ridiculously slow. He has 380 pounds, though. So super, super gigantic, guy right here in the middle for them. Let's move over to linebacker. They have Gregory Yates, Xavier Simmons, Demario Hines. Simmons is a really good player, one of the best ones on this defense. Then they got Keani Denny and Damian Crocker. So it's not a deep linebacker room as far as usable, top end players at all. But they're solid guys as far as their starting unit. Moving over to cornerback, really good defensive player here in Dante Balfour. Anthony Rumpf, CJ Clinkscales, DeQuinder Williams, and Demario Oliver. You know, as you take a look, they got really good size, you know, for 3 of these 5 guys, but they're not overly athletic, not very fast on the top end, you know, speed thing. I think Alec Ironmanner and Mario Williams could have a really good day. Shaz Preston has had a good past couple of weeks worth of games. I think it'll be something that we can take advantage of. I think we could have a really good day on offense. We got McGuire, Neal, and Randy Franklin at free safety, and they got Garrett James and Al-Mahi Ali at strong safety. Ross Paulson and Travis Arnold are both back. As far as their special teams guys, we'll take a look at their stats right quick. We have thrown a bunch of interceptions with Thompson, certainly hoping for a clean game here today. But let's take a look at Charlotte, if I can get to them. Here we go. So we saw Brown's stats earlier. Kelman is not averaging a whole bunch of yards per carry, but has found the end zone 7 times. Norton has been definitely more explosive, over 6 yards a carry. He's found the end zone 6 times as well. Thomas is their leading receiver with Alston and McGee behind him. Mack has not really produced a whole lot this year. Don't know if he maybe was dealing with injuries. That's kind of just right along the line with what he did last year. Yeah, he's played every game, just hasn't been targeted a whole lot. Deep threat out of Athens, Georgia. Denny is leading the way in tackles by a large margin. And tackles for loss, of course, Demon Clowney. You got Denny behind him. And Denny and Martin are leading the way in sacks. Let's just take a look at Clowney. I felt like he had a really good year last year, and it's showing Denny instead of that. Hold on one second. Let's go back over to sacks so I can pull up. Clowney, 9 tackles for loss is really good for computer players, though. So 11 tackles for loss last year. He did have 4 sacks. I know he had a couple tackles for loss against us last year. Yeah, excited to be back. Excited to get this rolling. Last regular season game of year 2. And 11-0, we're the 4th-ranked team in the country. Hopefully we can keep that going today. We're just going to rock just the default uniforms for both. But, yeah, glad to be back in Tulane Dynasty here. And hopefully finishing the regular season undefeated here in year 2. After 3 losses in year 1, got a chance at making the playoffs. I think a win here pretty much guarantees it, I would think. But, yeah, definitely excited to be back here. It is a night game, 7:30 kickoff. Sorry, my voice is also a little on the lighter side today. I feel like I've kind of lost it over the last week, not dealing with sickness or anything. But did have the Georgia-Alabama game this past weekend. I am a Georgia fan, so obviously disappointing loss, but it was an exciting game. But yeah, we will be starting off with Tulane getting the ball. And we do get a return from about the 5. Green got a little bit of room there, takes it up to the 24, and Ty Thompson and this Tulane offense are coming out. Alec Ironmanner, Mario Williams, Mekhi Hughes have been the big trio here all year. Let's get going here. See how we want to start. And Tulane will come out with 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers to the right. Ty Thompson with Hughes in the backfield. And they do send Mario Williams in motion. He gets the handoff. Doesn't get a whole lot of room there. Is met on the outside by McGuire and Neal. It is a gain of 2. So over the course of this year, Tulane has really emphasized this pistol look. Try to get the run game more consistent with extra tight ends on the field. And they do go to the pistol here on 2nd down. Hughes able to get a gain of 3 out of that 2 tight end set. Pistol look. And it is already a 3rd down here, a 3rd and 5. See how Ty Thompson and the Tulane offense wants to attack. Thompson takes the snap. We're going to try to get this over to Mario Williams, and it is picked off. Dante Balfour, maybe the best defensive player for Charlotte. It's an interception. Thompson, the senior, has 17 interceptions now on the year. He has really struggled with taking care of the football, has created a bunch of big plays. But his first true pass of the day is picked off in Charlotte now with a chance at really getting on the board here early. It's a 2 tight end look, and it is a carry to Kelman. He is tackled down by Alta Smith, but it is a gain of 3 on that play. Bunch set now to the right. Brown takes the snap. There's a flag on the play, and that is a pass. It is completed to Jarius Mack, but looks like it might be holding on the play. And that is what they call. We'll make it a 2nd and 17. And that was on the right tackle now. Bunch set over here again. They're going to try to set up a screen. Rogers tries to get Kelman to turn inside, but Kelman breaks the tackle. Roger does finally drag him down, but a 15-yard gain there on that play. Now it's a pistol set. They move back over into the shotgun. It's a carry to Kelman, and he is met in the middle of the field by Adonis Freelo, who has had a pretty strong year from the defensive tackle position despite not playing a whole bunch of snaps. Does force Charlotte here. They got Paulson out here trying to attempt a field goal, and it is up and it is dead down the middle. It is good. Charlotte takes a 3-0 lead. So Tulane is at least able to hold strong there defensively after the Ty Thompson interception set up the defense in a really bad spot. They do get the 3 and out. And then 3 points on the board. Lewis gets a decent return up there to the 27. And it is now a 4 wide receiver set. Ty Thompson with Hughes in the backfield. Thompson takes the snap. It is a handoff. Gets really good blocking. Hughes dragging defenders forward. That is a gain of about 12 there for a first down on first down. They stick in the 4 wide. Thompson takes the snap. Going to try to scramble out. He's going to dump this to Hughes. Hughes is able to work after the catch. Gets a gain of 3 there. Charlotte was able to get some interior pressure. Thompson just dumps it off quick to Hughes. Hughes now going to get this to carry. Big, nice gaping hole. It's another first down run for him. Got to think Tulane would be plenty happy just running the football if they can. And now we do see Clayton Johnson for the first time out here. 2 tight end pistol set. And it's a carry for Clayton Johnson. Clayton Johnson did a really good job over the past couple of weeks, but it does look like this is going to be brought back. Looked like it might have been Hurst that's being called for a hold there. Actually, it's Landry Cannon. Sets up a 1st and 18. And they quickly go back to the 4 wide receiver set with Hughes in the backfield with Thompson. Thompson takes the snap. It's a dump off to Hughes. Hughes gets a lot of blocking. Tries to spin around defenders there. Does get 13 off of that, so it does move this now to a 2nd and 15. And they now go to a double stack set. Thompson takes the snaps and get this out to Ironmaner quickly. Ironmaner's able to get the first down, gets a good block out there from Ballman. And it's another first down for Tulane. The offense is moving the ball. Just have to take care of it. That, of course, has been a major struggle for them throughout the year. They now go to a 3 wide set. Hughes is in the backfield with Thompson. Thompson sends Hughes in motion. Get a pass out to him. Hughes is able to get some blocks, and he gets to the outside. Going to take it inside the 20 of Charlotte. They are now operating in the red zone. They stick with the same personnel. Thompson takes the snap. He tries to get that out to Ballman, but Ballman is hit immediately. A really nice read there from Randy Franklin, able to dislodge the ball. 2nd and 10. Clayton Johnson is now out there with Ty Thompson. Clayton Johnson's going to get the carry. Able to get a gain of 2 there. Had to cut it up the field, but it is a 3rd and long now. Thompson now takes the snap. Thompson's going to get sacked. Kendall Brown comes off the edge, able to beat Emory Jones. Now it is Hyman out here looking to attempt to tie the game. His kick is up, and it is good. 3 all Tulane now going to be kicking it off with Carroll, of course. See if their defense can get another stop. As that is taken for a touchback by wide receiver Jack Reynolds. Now the first full drive here for Charlotte. Max Brown has got Kelman in the backfield with him, and it is going to be a run to Kelman. Nice gain of 6 there before he's brought down by Quincy Wiggins, the Colorado transfer, has been one of the best players in all of college football. It's going to be a read option, but Max Brown gets nothing as Lunds and Freelo there were able to get the stop. And that is a nice completion over Ransall. Gus McGee on the catch gets the first down for Charlotte. Brown now back to pass. He's going to find his tight end again. A really big gain there from McGee. It looks like it's going to be another holding call on Charlotte and on Wilkins. His second holding penalty of the first quarter here. Now it is a 1st and 20. Pistol set Brown with Kelman behind him. And it's going to be a draw play. Kelman gets good blocking. There's a flag on the play again here. Looks like it is going to be another holding call on Charlotte, and it is. It is now all of a sudden a 1st and 30. This is a situation, if you are Tulane, you cannot allow this to end up being a first down as Kelman gets a nice carry. Finally gets brought down by Ransall and Kilgo, a gain of 7 on that run. His first 4 carries of the day have got on for 15 yards. 3 wide set with McGee in at tight end. It's a play action pass. And he immediately gets pressure, and that is going to be a sack for Lunds. It's going to set up a 3rd and 29. Wiggins has definitely been the biggest disruptor, but Lunds is having a good senior season here. Already his 2nd sack of the day. 3rd and 29 now. If you're Charlotte, do you even throw it? 3 wide set with McGee in the slot. Brown sends his receiver Myers in motion. Cross back to pass, and he's going to heave it down the field. Might be a one-on-one. Ransall able to maybe get a hand on it, and he does. Took a deep shot there to Dwayne Thomas. Able to get a one-on-one shot play there, but it does fall incomplete. Tulane, with the help of a couple of penalties, are able to get off the field. Lewis now back to return the punt. Lewis has excellent game-breaking speed. Takes that up to the 36. Now Tulane is going to come out in the empty here. Thompson will take the snap. Gets that over. It is completed to Preston. Able to take that for a first down. Thompson takes a dump off, gets a pass. It is completed to Eilmanor. Eilmanor is able to take that for a first down. Hold on 1 second. I have got a work call. Sorry about that. I am back. Yeah, let's see what we got going here. So, just got a completion and a first down there to Isle Manor. We will end the first quarter with the Green Wave and the 49ers tied 3-3. Been an interesting game so far. Of course, the turnover from Thompson does not help anything at all. But it is a 3-3 game, and Tulane has the ball, and they are driving. So maybe see what Tulane decides they want to do here. So far with this. And it is a 4-wide set. Oh, and we do get a false start there from Emory Jones. Gave up a sack on the previous drive. And that'll back up Tulane there. They do stick with the 4-wide set. 1st and 15. Thompson takes the snap. He's going to take a shot at Alec Manor, who is able to bring it in for a big touchdown. For the struggles that Thompson has had with taking care of the football, the explosive passing game with Isle Manor and Mario Williams from Thompson has been something to behold all year. The Stanford transfer, Isle Manor, has had a monster junior season. Looks like he could be well on his way maybe to the NFL after this season. Tulane is trying to enjoy him while they can. Hyman's extra point is up, and it is good. It is a 10-3 lead now for Tulane. Carroll now looking to boot this one away. See if we do get a return here from Cedric Gage. He does bring it up, able to make a man miss, but does get tripped up there at the 17-yard line. Holding penalties have really hurt Charlotte so far. It's a 2 tight end pistol run to Kelman and an outstanding open field tackle there from Green. Gain of 2. They do stick in the pistol. 2 tight ends. Kelman gets a good hold there, but he's just getting swallowed up. Sets up a 3rd and 5 now. That's going to be a completion. Oh, it is dropped. Dwayne Thomas. Charlotte goes 3 and out now. Having to punt it back to this explosive Tulane offense. It is Lewis back on the return. Able to juke one guy out, but does get tackled by the other. So it's a 1st and 10 from Tulane's own 34, and they open up in this 2 tight end pistol set. Thompson tries to get a stretch out. Hughes runs over the first player he meets in the hole and ends up taking that for a gain of 5. That play was not blocked particularly well. But Hughes was able to make a play out of nothing, and they do stick in that 2 tight end formation. Thompson takes the snap. He's going to dump this off to Bauman on the drag route. Bauman takes it across midfield. Now let's see. They decided to just kind of stick in this pistol formation. Thompson going to take the read option. Oh, I thought he was going to get a block from Hughes there, but he does not. That is taken for a tackle for loss. Garrick James flies up from his safety position there and is able to get the stop. Empty set here. Thompson takes the snap. Going to just dump this underneath the Bauman. Bauman, the tight end, has gotten utilized a little bit more here in the later half of the year as they are trying to remain undefeated. They now go 4 wide. Thompson takes the snap. He's going to try to dump that. He is hit as he tries to release it. Unable to kind of float that out to Isle Manor, who had some green grass ahead of him. And Tulane's going to have to punt it back to Charlotte, who get a nice defensive stop there. Carroll now It's a pretty solid punt off, and Dwayne Thomas calls for the fair catch there at the 11. So a really nice punt from Carroll. Good coverage. Now they come back out here in the shotgun, 2 tight end set. It's going to be a carry to Kelman. Tries to work his way back across the field. Is brought down by Ague there after a gain of 4. Play action pass. Taken underneath, and it is completed for a first down. That one goes to Dakota Dupree, the second tight end. Nowhere for Brown to go. He's going to scramble, and he does slide down there before contact with Kilgo and Williams. They decide to go 5 wide here. A nice whip right to Kelman, who's got plenty of room to go to run after. The catch is brought down by Ransolph. First down for Charlotte, trying to get some momentum going here. They hurry it up. It's a 4 wide set, but it is 2 tight ends on the field as Kelman gets it, breaks the tackle there of Williams. Maybe the best run defender on the entire team at linebacker. It does get brought down eventually for a gain of 7. That's going to be a carry to Kelman, and Kelman's got a lot of room around the right side. Finally chased down by Rogers and Ransolph. Kelman now starting to get it going. Brown flips the play. We're going to dump this off to the tight end. He is tackled by Ague finally, but it is a gain of 7. Brown now, play action. He's going to get sacked. Quincy Wiggins coming around the left side. Now it sets up a 3rd and 10. He's going to take a shot. Oh, and that one should have been picked off by Alton Smith, but it does go incomplete. Brown tries to take a shot down the left side. Smith hits him right in the hands. He's just standing there waiting on it, almost as if the pass was for him. But it does fall incomplete, and Paulson is able to tighten up the score here a little bit with his 2nd made field goal of the game. Makes it 10-6. Tulane now just under 6 minutes left. Will get the ball. Preen catches it at the 4, and Preen has a lane. Can't quite get up the field enough to make that the explosive play that it should have been. Bunch set now to the right. Thompson takes the snap. He's going to try to float that, but does get hit as he tries to release the ball. So right now, a lot of pressure is coming from this Charlotte defense. Something Thompson and Tulane have to adjust to. They do stick with this bunch formation. Thompson takes the snap. Oh, and he tries to get that dial manner, but number 7 there, as Anthony Romp was going out for the running back, and instead kind of stops and makes a really nice athletic play there. Able to knock the ball away. Thompson now goes empty here on the 3rd and 10. He takes the snap. Not a whole lot of pressure. Tries to fit that into a hole, and it is completed. Alec Eilmanner, 4 catches, 78 yards. Off to a really strong start. Thompson fit that between 2 defenders. Back into the pistol now. Thompson flipping the play. It is a handoff to Hughes, who is able to get around the defender. Gets inside the safety and takes that for a first down run. They are definitely having success running the football. 2 tight ends set, but they're both on the same side. Clayton Johnson's going to get the carry. He's going to get wrapped up. Really nice play there by Demon Clowney. Able to stop that one at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, and Hughes is now back out there with Thompson. Double stack set. Thompson takes the snap. Tries to get the screen out there, but a really nice play by Balfour, who had the interception earlier, able to get in the backfield there and make a play. Manor breaks that tackle. There's really nobody left to stop him there. Now 4 wide, 3rd and 11. Thompson takes the snap. He's going to get hit right as he tries to throw it yet again. Emory Jones is getting beat there on the left side. Tulane is going to have to punt it away again now. Carroll had an excellent punt last time out. This one doesn't look quite as good. And Thomas is actually going to return it, able to take it up close to the 25, tackled down officially at the 24. 1st and 10 for Charlotte, who are able to get a field goal drive out, their first real drive of the game. Brown's going to get sacked again. That one is Hamilton. The 4th sack of the day for Tulane. Makes it a 2nd and 15 now. They go back to the pistol. 49ers with 2 tight ends on the field. And it's going to be a carry to Kelman. He gets good blocking ahead of him. Takes that for a gain of 11. Sets up a 3rd and 4. Brown going to get sacked by Lunds as he tries to get wide. It looks like it's going to be another holding call on Charlotte. Tulane will, of course, decline the penalty and force Charlotte to have to punt the ball away again. As we're approaching the 2-minute warning, let's see if they actually run the clock down. They do not. Travis Arnold now boots it away. Lewis unable to make a defender miss. So Tulane now has the ball 1st and 10 at their own 34. Thompson, 4 wide, he takes the snap. He's going to get this over to Preen, and Preen has got speed to burn, gets across midfield. Excellent, accurate throw from Ty Thompson. Now over 160 yards passing on the day. Thompson down the 4 wide. He's going to take it. He's going to hand it off to Hughes. And Hughes breaks the first tackle, gets brought down, but there is a flag on the play, and it looks like it is going to be holding Alec Manor. And a lot of holding calls in this game so far for both teams.
On the double.
Thompson takes the snap. He's going to get this out to Preen on the zig. Able to get about 9 yards there. Sets up a 2nd and 5 now. Still plenty of time, of course. Thompson takes the snap. He's going to try to throw that as a bullet over the middle, and he should not have thrown it. His 2nd interception of the day. CJ Clinkscales gets the interception. Ty Thompson forced a pass there. Let me just take a look. I don't think really anybody was open. They covered the drag well. Maybe no, they just kind of had everything covered up. Thompson should have just taken the sack or thrown the ball away, tried to fit that in. If it's, maybe a yard behind, a half second earlier, maybe it's completed, and instead it's a turnover. And that's a quick pass, and that is a completion to Evan Alston, his first catch of the day. He takes that for a 1st down for Charlotte. Ty Thompson has thrown 18 interceptions now on the season. It's been the big thing is Kilgo with an insane interception to get the ball back for Tulane. Bring out the Mardi Gras beads. Kilgo, the true freshman, with an insane play there. Able to go up and get that ball as he is falling backwards. Able to get Tulane the ball back here late in the first half. They now get a shot to extend their lead. They come out in the 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver set. Mario Williams sent in motion. It's a touch pass to him, and Mario Williams is able to get to the outside. Mario Williams unable to cut back inside, but does get back across midfield. Expect Tulane to try to work fast here. Thompson takes the snap. It's going to get Manor on the zig, but not a great pass there. Manor had to kind of go up and get it. They will call a timeout.
Okay, ready? Dino.
Thompson out of the Y. He takes the snap. It's up the field to Bowman. Bowman breaks the tackle. He's inside the 5. They are really trying to utilize Bowman more here. Again, like we said, over the latter part of the season. Thompson now calls for an audible. Less than 50 seconds left. It's a carry to Hughes, who gets inside. Takes that to the 3. And they stick with this 5 wide. Roughly 30 seconds left in the first half. Thompson's going to let the clock run down a little bit. No, and it is a direct snap to Hughes, who gets inside, and he gets into the end zone. Able to get through traffic. He extends Tulane's lead. Hyman's extra point is up, and it is good. Tulane has extended their lead to 17-6 off of the kill goal interception, which comes off the back of an interception for Charlotte from Plink Scales of Thompson, his second of the game. Gage tries to get a return there, but he is tackled down at the 10. 4 wide set, no tight ends on the field. Brown sends his receiver in motion. He's going to try to take a shot over, and it is complete. A hellacious throw from Brown over there to Jarius Mack. But they had an extra yard to work with there on that side. That might have been a touchdown. Brown takes the snap, drops back, goes underneath to Myers, who puts a good juke move there on Chris Rogers, taking for a gain of 9, and Charlotte calls a timeout. 2nd and inches here. Brown takes it. He's going to dump that off. It is completed. Magruder in coverage there. But it does go to Myers again there on the drag. There's a tight end out on the field now. Alston in the slot. Let's drop back to pass. Brown trying to scramble out. He's going to get sacked by Hamilton. The 6th sack of the first half for the Green Wave. It is now a 2nd and 15. 6 seconds left. He just throws the ball away, gives himself one more chance now to throw it towards the end zone. Brown with pressure. He does get the ball off 3 defenders. It falls incomplete. Tulane does successfully go up 17-6 here at halftime. Hughes, of course, has had a really good game. Thompson, though, with 2 first-half interceptions, just cannot take care of the football consistently enough. Really nice run there from Hughes to score. Tulane now is going to kick it off. Carroll to start the second half. With how Tulane has run the football, I think this is a huge possession for Charlotte. If they go 3 and out or they don't get points on the board here, Tulane can start milking some of that clock a little bit. It's a 2 tight end pistol set. Brown with Kelman in the backfield. It's a carry to Kelman, but it is blown up by Quincy Wiggins. 2 tackles for loss and a sack on the day for him. He has been outstanding this year. Back to the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. It's a carry to Kelman. Kelman able to work his way back across the field there. Sets up a 3rd and 5 now. Got to think Brown's going to throw the ball here, and they do. He's going to try to dump this off short. It is completed. Austin gets the first down and then gets out of bounds. It's a carry to Kelman. Rogers able to meet him in the hole. It's a gain of 3. Tulane trying to throw some different looks here at the 49ers. Another carry to Kelman. Tries to work his way back inside, but Kilgo and Ransall and Wiggins able to meet him in the hole there. Bunch set to the right. He takes the snap. He's going to try to throw this underneath, and it is going to be complete. It's Dwayne Thomas on the reception. Brown is immediately under pressure. Somehow gets through traffic and gains a yard on that play. As Tulane sent a lot of pressure there. 2 tight ends, play action. He's immediately facing pressure again. He just throws it away. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Set to the left this time. They try to throw it. Brown on a scramble throws it underneath, but throws it behind Myers. Incomplete. Charlotte is, in fact, going to have to punt it to start the second half. Punt is away. Not a good punt. Tulane will start off at their own 29-yard line. Thompson calls an audible. He takes the snap. He's going to lob this one to Mario Williams, who's got speed to burn, and Mario Williams gets his revenge on Balfour and gets a long touchdown, 71 yards. The senior, so explosive, such a big cog of this offense. Still plenty of time left, but that is a touchdown that really puts Charlotte in a bad spot. The first play of the possession, Mario Williams. They just create big plays in the passing game. Both of the passing touchdowns from Thompson have been on go routes and single coverage. And Manor and Mario Williams are going to win those a lot. Carroll boots it away. 24-6 lead for the number 4 Tulane Green Wave, and Charlotte is now in a really bad spot as Gage takes that return up to the 15. 4 wide set. Brown back to pass, dumps it off underneath. Tackle down for a gain of 7 there is Evan Austin. Two tight end. Well, they moved Austin into tight end. It's going to be a read. Oh, it's a play action pass. Brown now in the shotgun. Sorry, my dog is barking. Brown now moves it back to the shotgun. He does send Austin in motion. It ends up being a handoff to Kelman. Kelman works up the middle for a gain of 5. That time Kelman able to take that for a gain of 7 and does get the first down. 24-6 lead here for Tulane, trying to hang on. Gets that throw underneath. It is completed to Jarius Mack, who was able to take that across the field there for a first down. Charlotte. Brown takes the snap back, trying to look for a big play, but instead he is going to get sacked as Lou Tillery comes in and gets him for a 9-yard loss there. Sets up now a 2nd and 19. Did they just hand it off to Kelman here? Nope, they're going to drop back to pass. Gets that over. Nobody in the vicinity there of Austin, standing all by himself on the left side. Big first down. Gained like 22 there on that play. Brown now in the shotgun. Sends Austin in motion. And it is a fake to him. And now he's going to scramble Brown. Gets a gain of 9 out of that play. Tulane has definitely dialed up more pressure than usual in this one. And they will send it again here, and he's going to get sacked again. Lou Tillery, the 8th sack for Tulane. Brown tried to scramble out, but the speedy cornerback, who had a great junior season, has been great as a senior, able to get him down in the backfield. Now Brown sends his man in motion, a 3rd and 13, just dumps it off underneath, and Adonis Freelow knocks him out there. Charlotte's going to have to kick another field goal here with Paulson. Kick is up, and it is good. It's a 24-9 lead now for Tulane. The defense has given up, a pair of drives. One of the field goals was off of a Thompson interception, essentially. But, the defense has given up a couple of drives, but they've been able to bow up when they've had to. And a really nice return there for Preen. Gets it out to the 33. And they do go to a 2 tight end pistol set. They have Hughes in the backfield. And it is a carry to Hughes, who tries to get inside the linebacker and does enough to get a 2-yard gain out of that. Back to the pistol again. Hughes is going to get the ball on a stretch play there. Not a whole lot of running room. Takes it just for a gain of 1. Sets up a 3rd and 17. Thompson takes the snap. He just has to throw that one into the ground there. Tulane is going to be forced to punt. That's why you can't say that games are over after big plays, midway through the 3rd quarter. It is now a 24-9 lead, and Charlotte has the ball. Again, 2 tight end pistol set. It's a handoff to Kelman. Able to get that up for a gain of 6. Going to be another carry to Kelman, but he is met by Kilgo and Rogers. It's now a 3rd and 2. It's a handoff to Kelman again. Can he get wide? He does do just enough to get the first down and hits the century mark. And now go empty backfield. Brown takes the snap. He's just going to throw this one deep. It's one-on-one coverage. Knocked away by Altus Smith. Nice play there. Smith is a big cornerback. It's a good matchup on a jump ball kind of situation there with the shorter Dwayne Thomas. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 2nd and 10. Brown takes back the snap again. Oh, he's got a man open, but he doesn't throw it. Brown instead finds another man open on the left side. That is Dupree again, gets a first down. Only gotten a couple of targets, but he's made the most out of those plays. Going to be a quick RPO out to Dupree, wrapped up there though. Nice play. I guess I don't know who that was on the tackle of you. A nice play. It's a gain of 7 though for Dupree. This is going to be a handoff inside to Norton. Does get a first down run out of that though. His first carry of the game does go for 4 yards. Two tight ends. Kelman is now back out there. Brown takes the snap. Trying to find somebody open. He lobs it. Good contact there from Alton Smith on Thomas right as the ball was getting there. Able to knock it away. Now 2nd and 10 for Charlotte. Drop back to pass again. He is immediately trying to avoid pressure. He breaks one sack but falls to lunge. I believe it was officially on the sack. I think Ague got the initial pressure there. He did. Ague got the initial pressure and then lunge cleaned it up. Sets up a 3rd and 20.
Okay, ready? Freedom. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Oh, they're going to try to set up a middle screen. They do get it to Thomas. Thomas, though, is brought down finally. Got a big chunk of that, 12 yards on that. But Charlotte is going to have to kick another field goal. They're running out of time to be kicking field goals. And it actually goes to the 4th quarter. Tulane is up 24-9. Does Charlotte decide to go for this? It's a long 4th and 9. I would say they probably still kick the field goal here. We'll see the top 25 rankings as they stand currently with Tulane at 4. UTSA, who we may be playing in a couple of weeks, they are ranked at number 6. Fourth and 8. And the field goal is up, and it is good. Green now set up to return it. He catches it at the 6. He's been close to busting a couple of returns. But instead does get brought down there at the 22. As Tulane is now back out there on offense. And they do come out in the pistol, 2 tight ends. Thompson takes the snap. Going to get this quickly out to Eilmanner. He does get the catch, gets a gain of 7 out of that. This game's been another showing of like Thompson struggles with the turnovers. He'll get a carry here to Hughes. But man, he creates so many big plays in the passing game. You hate to like take the ball out of his hands. Does so many good things. 3rd and 1 here. Tulane looking for another big play. 4 wide. Thompson takes the snap. He's going to try to lob this one again to Mario Williams, and it is complete, and that is going to be another touchdown. And that one might be the dagger. 4 catches for Williams, 159 yards. He's got 2 receiving touchdowns. It's now a 31-12 lead for Tulane. They have really started to open this one up. Carroll sends the kickoff towards the middle part of the end zone. That is taken for a touchback. Now 1st and 10 for Charlotte. They come out here in the empty. Less than 10 minutes left in the game, and they are down multiple scores. He gets a nice pass off to Alston. Almost broke that one for a touchdown, but Magruder is able to make a hell of a tackle there before that one really got away from them. Now they move kind of into more of a shotgun set, but instead of sitting Kelman in the backfield, they have the tight end Gus McGee, but it is a pass play anyway. He is going to get sacked. Adonis Freelo on the play. Adonis had an outstanding game. 3 tackles for loss, a sack and a half. Sets up a 2nd and 17 now for Tulane. Oh, and Brown just misses his target there. He's trying to find Isaiah Myers. It's incomplete. 3rd and 17. He's going to take a deep shot. Knocked away, Ransall. They have tried to take multiple deep ball shots here to Dwayne Thomas. It has just not worked out for Charlotte. He's not that type of receiver. It's now 4th and 17. They have to go for it. They're going to back everybody off. They're going to dump it short. Kelman has no chance. Magruder with the open field tackle. Tulane takes over. Now you kind of expect Tulane to just sit on the ball here. Thompson, it's a carry to Hughes. It's wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage as McGuire Neal comes up and makes the tackle. Tulane certainly look as if they are well on their way to going 12-0 to start the season. Hughes just gets a yard on that play. They ran the ball really well for parts of the first half, but when things have kind of gotten slow for them here in the second half, it has gotten basically to a standstill on the ground. Thompson now on 3rd and 9 has to go 5 wide, letting the clock run down. Thompson now takes the snap. He can try to fold this into Preston, and Preston makes a hellacious turnaround catch. Thompson threw it where only Preston could get the ball, and that is a completion for him. Big 3rd down conversion. He is now up to 400 yards passing. Thompson, it's a handoff to Hughes. Tries to get up the middle, gets a gain of 2 out of that.
Okay, ready? Come on, set.
2 tight ends. Less than 6.5 minutes left. Tulane really just trying to sit on the ball here. Been a really impressive game for the defense. It's carry to Hughes here. Just gets a gain of 2. Really impressive game for the defense. The offense has had some really explosive passing plays. Have turned the ball over a little bit, and the run game has been inconsistent. Now Clayton Johnson gets the carry. Falls forward, gets a gain of 4 out of that. Tulane now will kick a field goal, trying to extend their lead a little bit more here with Hyman. I don't know if he made that one. The kick is up, and the kick is, in fact, good. (34-12) lead. Now less than 5 minutes left. We're able to take a little bit of time off the clock. They are not running the ball well as, oh my goodness, Jack Reynolds takes a body slam tackle there at the 8-yard line. 4 wide. Brown takes back the snap. He is now trying to weave through traffic in the backfield, and there's going to be another sack again. Tulane having their way with the Charlotte offensive line that really is one of the best ones they played this year, maybe outside of the SEC competition. 4 wide. Brown takes back the snap. Does get a short completion there to Myers, I believe. Sets up a 3rd and 11. It's certainly 4 down territory. Down 22 points. Brown will try to heave-ho it down the field again. Knocked away by Alton Smith. They are trying to get the ball to Dwayne Thomas. And Charlotte is going to concede the game. They will punt it away here as Arnold kicks it out of his own end zone. Lewis calls for the fair catch. Now Tulane can certainly go into just pure clock chewing mode here. The handoff to Hughes. He is eaten up in the backfield. Jefferson Lambert just destroyed the offensive line there. So loss of 2 for Hughes. Thompson now gets another carry to Hughes. Hughes there able to get some good blocking and breaks the tackle. Sets up a 3rd and 4. Double stack set now. Thompson, Hughes in the backfield with him. It is going to be a handoff to Hughes, who gets up the field and does get the 1st down. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Thompson does take it. Okay. That doesn't count as finishing the game out, I guess. With less than a minute and a half left here, it is a 2nd and 11. Thompson takes it. It's a handoff to Hughes. Hughes tries to get to the outside, makes a move inside, gets a nice 10-yard gain out of that. See if they can put the finishing touches on this win here with another 3rd down conversion. Thompson, it's a handoff to Hughes. He easily gets the 1st down. So a really nice finish for the run game here in this final possession. Now Tulane can just kneel it out, get their victory. It's a 34-12 win for Tulane. Moves them to 12-0 in the regular season. Next up is going to be the American Conference Championship game. Charlotte's defense, I felt like, played well. They forced 2 turnovers, but the offense just really could not do anything. Kelman had a good game on the ground, but not nearly enough consistent passing game success. Thompson had a big day, 3 passing touchdowns, 400 yards through the air. Mario Williams with 2 long touchdown receptions. Just they were not able to keep pace. So let me get a thumbnail, then we'll go over the stats, do the top 25 scores, and we'll get out of here. Let's just do let's do like a sack or something right here. Lon's had a big day. Something like that right here. So yeah, Thompson, let's see, 21-29, 400 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions in the rushing game. 91 yards and a touchdown on 19 carries for Hughes. Clayton Johnson ended up with just 3 carries for 6 yards. Not a great day for him. Couldn't get much going for stretches in the passing and in the running game. Malachi Manor, 7 catches, 88 yards on the score. Mario Williams, 4 for 159 and 2 tuds. Ballman, 3 for 49, 3 for 34 for Hughes out of the backfield. Preem, 2 for 34. Preston, 2 for 36, including a huge 3rd down conversion. Defensively, Ransall leads the way with 11 tackles, with Kilgo at 9 and Tillery and Ague with 7. Tackles for losses, Lunds, 5 tackles for loss, 3 for Wiggins and Freeload, 2 for Tillery, 2 for Hamilton, 1 for Ague, and 1 for Rogers. Big day sacking the quarterback. Lunds had 3.5, Tillery with 2, a sack and a half from Hamilton, Wiggins, and Freeload, and then a half sack from Ague and Rogers. The only interception goes to Elijah Kilgo, an insane, jumping up in the air, falling backwards interception. Hyman, 2 for 2, was perfect overall on his kicking. As we take a look, Brown, 22 of 35, 280. No touchdowns, 1 interception. Kelman, 19 carries for 100 yards. Brown ends up with negative 52 yards rushing. Though Norton only had 1 carry for 4 yards. Leading receiver was Austin, 5 for 87. Myers, 4 for 36. Dupree, 3 for 30. Kelman, 3 for 40. Dwayne Thomas, 2 for 21. Mack, 2 for 27. McGee, 2 for 26. And then Vaughn, 1 for 3. They gave up a lot of sacks. Did run the ball well, though, but they just could not contain our pass rushers as far as their offensive line. Our offensive line gave up some hits at Thompson, but did a lot better in the second half. Ground game kind of slowed down in the middle part of the game. It did finish off strong. Denny leads the way in tackles for them with Simmons, James, and Neal behind him with 8. Tackles for loss got 1 each from James, ball for Lambert, Brown, Neal, and Clowney. Just 1 sack on the day going to Kendall Brown. The interceptions go to CJ Clinkscales and Dante Balfour. Yeah, 12-0. Ready to hit the regular season is now over, and we can get ready for the conference championship game, and we will go from there. So no extra recruiting to do here. We will advance the week. See if we maintain at number 4. We do get a commitment from Ciante Petway. He's our 3rd 4-star quarterback in this class. We needed a bunch of them. A 3-star commitment here from Mafu Bandy from Arizona. 3-star commitment from Rashad Gassett, a three-star free safety from Texas. Antoine Granger, we needed a fullback 3-star guy out of Louisiana. So a lot of movement there as far as recruiting is concerned. Stadium atmosphere is on its way up. That's always good. Kind of in the middle of the country now. Lunds is your American Defensive Player of the Week. And he is also the National Defensive Player of the Week. Mario Williams is the American Offensive Player of the Week. 2 really, really big catches. And we will be facing Charlotte in an immediate rematch for the American Football Championship, as we will be taking them on there. We're now up to number 3. Let's take a look at what happened in the top 25 in week 14. We had Texas Tech over Kansas, North Carolina over NC State, big. Nebraska over Iowa, Georgia over Georgia Tech in a close game, Michigan over Ohio State, Tennessee over Vanderbilt, Oklahoma big over LSU, Texas over Texas A&M, Oregon by 1 point. They upset the number 1 overall Penn State, giving them their first loss of the season. Pitt, who is now up to number 1, survives an upset bid from Boston College. Boise State over Utah State. Wisconsin over Minnesota, Nevada over UNLV, Kansas State in a tight defensive matchup here at home over Iowa State, Oregon State over Washington State, Florida State big over Florida, UTSA over Tulsa, USC over UCLA, and Clemson over South Carolina, with Alabama over Auburn. And then, of course, our win there. So, yeah, we're taking on Charlotte again in a rematch. Let's just kind of see. Charlotte somehow gets the tiebreaker. Both of them are at 7-1. I don't think they played each other. Let's see. I can just quickly take a look at UTSA. Move past what they are. So they have lost to Florida Atlantic is the only team they've lost to. So I don't really know what tiebreaker would lead to this being a rematch. I would have thought it would have been a matchup against UTSA, but it's not. UTSA then essentially guarantees himself a spot in the college football playoff. I mean, at this point, I don't know how they could possibly fall out of that, as we're now looking to get the number 2 seed. And again, we're up to number 3. In the poll. We are now behind Pittsburgh and Tennessee, just ahead of Penn State and UTSA. So, yeah, we'll take a look at our stats right quick, and then I'll hop out of here. So, Ty Thompson, 27 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. It just is what it is. Turning the ball over a lot with him for whatever reason, but a lot of passing yards. Hughes has had a good year, 11 touchdowns. Clayton Johnson has been better in the second half, did not have a good game just then, though. Mario Williams does overtake Al Manor for the yards now with his big day, and takes over him for touchdowns. Or actually, he already, I guess, had the lead for that. Preston's been good. Hughes, Ballman, again, still putting up a respectable finish to his career. And then Preen. Tackles, Kilgo's leading the way with Ransall, Green, Rogers, and Wiggins behind him. Wiggins leading the way with tackles for loss, with Lunds and Hamilton also in the double digits. Wiggins up to 16 sacks. Lund's now up to 7, along with Hamilton, and 3.5 from Freelo. But I'll sort this by sacks. Let you guys just kind of take a look at this. You can pause if there's somebody in particular you want to check out. And from an interception perspective, Rogers still leading the way with 7. Green with 6. Lewis, that was Kilgo's 2nd. Then Ransall and Freelo. So, yeah, the next time I see you guys, we'll simulate through the bye week. We'll play the conference championship game. And go over, the Heisman winner, award winners, and All-Americans and stuff. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Glad to be back. Glad I got power, so on and so forth. But check out my Georgia Dynasty I also have on the channel. And check out my Atlanta Hawks, my NBA franchise as well for NBA 2K25. But, yeah, leave me feedback in the comment section down below. And until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.